We want to thank you for tuning in for game number 2 of this doubleheader between the two teams from Boulder, the 14ers and the Collegians, both members of the Mile High Collegiate Baseball League. Collegians took game 1 in this afternoon's matchup, 13-3, ended in 5 innings, as they even the season series at 1 apiece. So this game, the third meeting between these two teams of the season, winner takes the season series. Legions currently sitting in first place comfortably in the Mile High Collegiate Baseball League and are set up to almost surely take that automatic bid to the NBC tournament in Wichita at the beginning of August. On the mound for the Boulder 14ers, getting ready to pitch right now, is Sam Schomburg, right-handed pitcher. And on the mound for the Boulder Collegians is Carter Henninger, who will also be hitting today. No designated hitter for the Collegians, and that worked in their favor last game with pitcher Michael Potter coming up and hitting a solo home run for himself to get it going. A shorthanded Collegians team, so some players playing in some different positions than they're used to, but definitely still playing their best baseball right now as we get set. It looks like Nick Upstill will be the leadoff batter. Batting at number 1, he is the left fielder. Upstill went 3 for 4 in the first game today, including a solo home run on his last at-bat. That was actually directly following Michael Potter's solo shot home run. As the first pitch from Schomburg is low for ball 1. Second pitch is high, ball 2. A pitch from Schomburg, and Upstill hits this one into deep center, going back, and Dincola is able to get that grab for out number 1 in game number 2.
Shortstop number 8, Brady Miguel.
This ball is bunted, and he will get to first. So Miguel uses some speed there to get an infield hit and put a runner on for the Collegians.
Now batting third baseman number 22, Alec Heckerman.
And Alec Ackerman coming up, and he's another one of those home run hitters. 4 home run hitters in the first game this afternoon. That makes it 8 home runs in the past 2 games for the Collegians, as this first pitch from Schomburg is low and outside for ball 1. Schomburg, a right-handed pitcher out of Mount Marty University, as he goes back to Preston Cooper at first base to try and keep Brady Miguel honest. Ackerman on the 1-0. This one slides into the zone there for strike 1. In the on-deck circle is John Gazar with Sean D in the hole. Miguel looks to steal second, and he will get there with ease. That puts an early runner in scoring position for the Collegians. One, two coming up. This one low and outside brings up an even count. Ackerman also went 3 for 4 in that last game. A 2-run homer and then a pair of base hits. As the 2-2 count from Schomburg is hit into a short right field, and it's going to go past the outstretched arms of the 14er second baseman, and that will score one run as Brady Miguel comes all the way home from second to put the Collegians up 1-0.
Second baseman number 13, John Gazdar.
So a quick lead for the Collegians here as they get going right where they ended off in the last game, as this ball is low for ball one to John Gazdar. Gazdar had himself a homer on Wednesday in that dominant win over Thunder Academy. Schomburg goes back to first to keep Ackerman from leading off too far. Gazdar slices this one straight into the 14ers dugout to bring up a 1-1 count. John went 0 for 2 in the first game this afternoon, but got hit by a pitch and walked, so was on base twice. As the 1-1 pitch from Schomburg comes in, as Ackerman looks to steal second, he is safe. As Flanagan is unable to get the tag there. And Ackerman will slide into second base, into scoring position with 1 out. 1-2 count for John Gazdar. In the hole is Lane Oliphant as the 1-2 comes in, this one low to bring up an even count. John has had a lot of success this season with runners in scoring position. A very reliable person, someone you want when you have runners on second and third. And a slow start to the year for him, but he has definitely picked it up and is batting at a very high level right now as he prepares for this 2-2 pitch. This one high to bring up a full count. Yes. 3-2. Swung on and missed. As Gazdar gets caught swinging there on a full count. And we'll head back to the dugout. 2 outs for Sean D coming up to the plate.
And letting the center fielder number 6, Sean D.
Sean D 1 for 2 in the last game. Had an RBI single on his last at-bat. We'll look to continue that here with a runner in scoring position. This first pitch drops into the zone for strike 1. In the on-deck circle is Lane Oliphant, who is probably the best hitter right now, especially in these last 2 games for the Collegians, as this one is shot high into left field. Going to be handled easily for out number 3. That is Stephen Leo in the outfield. So that retires the side, but 1 run does score for the Collegians as they take an early 1-0 lead into the bottom half of the first. We'll be right back from Scott Carpenter Park in Boulder. Bottom of the first inning we go as Carter Henninger comes onto the mound for the first time this evening. The right-handed pitcher out of Oak Ridge, California, committed to play at San Jose State University. He will pitch against the leadoff batter for the 14ers. This is Luca Dincola. Luca Dincola, a young man out of Lakewood, Colorado, currently attends Northeastern Junior College up in Sterling. Behind home plate is Chase Mason, as Dincola slices this one to the parking lot. Looks like that one may have hit a car in the parking lot. That is what the fans are discussing right now. But a little bit of a changeup. Brady Miguel, as we stated earlier in the first game, is comfortable at shortstop. That is the position he plays, as the second pitch is right down the middle for strike two. Brady Miguel at short, John Gazdar at second. Lane Oliphant, usually playing catcher, will be at first. Alec Ackerman will be in his normal spot at third. In the outfield, left field is Nick Upsteele. Center field is Sean Dean, and right field is AJ Rucco. That ball is fouled off near the Collegians dugout, keeps it at 0-2. Carter Henninger has had himself a busy week. This is the third time he has been on the mound in the past 7 days. Pitched 5 innings in one of the doubleheader games against the Spradley Collegians last Friday. And then 2 days later, came in relief against the Hayes Larks on Sunday and pitched 4 innings. Only gave up 2 runs in those combined 9 innings. But he's definitely needed those 4 days of rest as he comes onto the mound here. Throws this one outside to bring up an even count. Henninger did get some action into the ballgame on Wednesday against Thunder Academy late in the game when they were up by 30-plus runs. Coach Mark Knudsen did put him in the outfield at left field. He got one hot ball out into the outfield, as this one is grounded to second. Gazdar handles it, throws to Oliphant at first for out number 1. He did get 1 base hit out there. He was able to handle it, threw it to second. He did a good job. But today he will finally get to have an at-bat, his first of the season. He's been begging Tony Rucco and Coach Mark Knudsen for an at-bat, so Carter Henninger with no DHs in the lineup. Legion's playing National League style today. He will bat for himself in the lineup, but so far so good from him. 1 batter up, 1 batter down as Jackson Woolwine comes up to the plate. First pitch from Henninger is outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Fastball is sliced to first, blocked by Oliphant. Running to first is Henninger. And that's something that the Collegians definitely work on in
Number 15,
practice.
Miller.
In PFP player fielding practice, they definitely work on that play right there. Grounders to first, and Henninger ran that one to perfection to get out number 2. And you could see Lane Oliphant there blocking that ball with his chest. He's just used to being behind home plate. He blocks that one, is able to handle it. This one is a fastball in for strike 1. No protective gear, though, there for Oliphant, so that one may have hurt a little bit more than if he was blocking the ball behind home plate. But second pitch coming up for Henninger, 0-1. This one thrown in there, low and outside, ball 2. Ball 1, excuse me. One as the right-hander's into his windup. This one is a high, called ball 2. Henninger goes heavy on the fastball, so definitely exerts a lot of energy on the mound. So it was very impressive to see him throw those 9 combined innings in 3 days last week, as this one is hit foul near the parking lot behind the Collegians dugout. Very impressive to see him throw hard for all those 9 innings. Got the necessary rest he needed this week. Shout out to Dr. Mike, the Collegians athletic trainer who helps out with all the pitching injuries and just overall health as the 2-2 pitch comes up from Henninger, and this one is swung, and I guess this is going to be called a drop ball. Looks like this one went off the face mask of the ump. A little bit of confusion here, as Jake Miller is the one that is up. And it looks like he's going to return the home plate here. And so an interesting play there. It looked like he swung and missed that. It went off the face mask of the umpire, so they didn't call it strike 3, but they also didn't call it a strike 3 catcher drop, which would have let Miller advance to first base. So we're going to redo the 2-2 count. And this one is sent down the left field line. Up still running after it. Miller looking to go 2. Up still fields it at the warning track and throws into the shortstop Miguel, as Miller gets a standing double.
Designated hitter number 11, Landon Gaber.
So what looked like it could have been a Henninger strikeout turns into a double for Miller and a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, as Landon Gaber, the designated hitter for the 14ers, and this one comes up to the plate. Henninger with a look over his right shoulder. Gets set into his windup, as this one is shot up down the right field line. Ruocco going after it, and he's able to make the grab against the fence and retire the side. Great work from A.J. Ruocco there along the right field line to get that ball. That one would have dropped foul if he didn't get it, but just able to get into the glove of his outstretched left arm. And that is good for out number 3. So no runs for the 14ers in the bottom of the first. We'll head to the top of the second with the Boulder Collegians up 1-0. Back top of the second inning as Lane Oliphant leads off for the Collegians. Lane Oliphant hitting very well these past 2 games. He gets set for this first pitch. This one, off-speed pitch, drops into the zone for strike number 1. Lane Oliphant in this first game went 3 for 4, 3 singles, 2 of them RBI singles. The 0-1 pitch comes in, and he shoots this one right up the middle for a leadoff base hit.
Now batting right fielder number 9, A.J. Ruocco.
Brings up the right fielder, A.J. Ruocco, batting in the 7 hole. As Schomburg takes a look over his left shoulder at Oliphant, goes into his windup, and this one is sent into deep center. Nicola looking to get under it. He'll get under it. Oliphant looks to tag up, but stops midway through. Nicola with a nice throw to second. Stops Oliphant in his tracks. Keeps him at first and brings up Chase Mason. Chase Mason playing catcher for this second game. Came in relief on Wednesday for Lane Oliphant at about the 6th inning and was behind home plate catching for 2 innings in that win over Thunder on Wednesday. Played first base in the first game today. This ball is thrown back to first. Mason, though, had himself a game in the first outing. First 2 at-bats of the game, an RBI triple and then an RBI double on his second at-bat as this one is low. I'm not sure what was called here. I believe it was a balk. But Oliphant will advance to second base. And that'll put a runner in scoring position. Chase Mason already 2 RBIs on the day, so he has shown that he can produce in these situations. In the on-deck circle is Carter Henninger, getting ready for his first at-bat of the season. One-0 pitch. This one, an off-speed pitch, drops into the zone for strike 1. One and one. Schomburg over his right shoulder goes into his windup. This one just outside for ball 2. Two-one pitch coming in, and Mason gets under this one. This one popped up near the Collegians dugout. This one bounces off the top of the Collegians dugout and goes foul, and brings this one to an even 2-2 count. Two and two, runner on second. That is Lane Oliphant at second. Schomburg into his windup. This one is sent into shallow left center, and this one's going to drop. Oliphant going around third. It looks like he will score. And the third RBI of the day for Chase Mason brings home the second run of game number 2 for the Collegians, and that puts them up 2-0 with Carter Henninger coming up to the plate.
Batting pitcher number 20, Young Gravy.
First at-bat of the year for Carter Henninger, as he gets a good opportunity here to make something happen with a runner in scoring position with 1 out. First pitch low, ball 1. One-zero pitch coming up from Schomburg. This one low again for ball 2. And if there's one thing we know about Carter, he's not going to shy away from an opportunity here. He wants a pitch that he can hit. He's not going to settle for a walk. He's waiting for that pitch. As this one is low and outside for ball 3. Oliphant looks like he was going to get beat on that throw. Not Oliphant, excuse me. Mason looks like he was going to get beat on that throw, but he slides in, and the ball is dropped there from Sabo. But Mason seems to be in some pain as Coach Mike comes out to attend to the catcher. And he looks like he is in a lot of pain here down the third base line. Really hoping he's okay. Just maybe slid awkwardly there when he was trying to steal third. Luckily, Dr. Mike is here, the Collegians trainer, to attend to him, but never like to see a player go down in that much pain. silent aura surrounding Scott Carpenter right now. And it looks like it is a leg injury, but he's having some trouble getting up. Really hoping that Chase Mason is okay. He's had himself a wonderful day, and you never want to see a player get injured. But having some trouble. He is up with the help of Dr. Mike. Looks like he's unable to put much weight on that left foot, though. And out comes a few Collegian players. That's Sean D coming out to help their teammate out. As Mason slowly walks off. Very hard to see that, and you can tell it's very hard on the Collegians players as they welcome their teammate into the dugout. Good to see him at least on his feet going into the dugout. Great of Sean D to come help his teammate out. So we return to play 3-0 pitch, this one low, as Henninger will take a walk on 4 pitches. So coming into third, this is Theo Dopkins coming in as the pinch runner for Chase Mason. So that'll end Chase Mason's day officially, but the least of our worries is if he's going to return to the game, we want to know if he's going to be okay. And we're just hoping that it's nothing more serious. First pitch into up still is low and outside for ball 1. Runners on first and third. That is Carter Henninger on first, Theo Dopkins on third. So a pair of pitchers on the base path right now. Theo Dopkins, the starter on Wednesday against Thunder, and Carter Henninger, the starter today, as the 2-0 pitch comes in, and this one, a fastball inside, almost clips the right elbow of up still for ball 3. So Schomburg having some trouble finding the zone here. 7 straight balls he threw. Looking like he needs to refocus as this one is low into the dirt again. So back-to-back 4-pitch walks. Loads the bases up with 1 out for Brady Miguel. And Brady Miguel 2 for 3 in the last game, but he had himself a solo homer as well. 14ers having a word with their right-handed hurler at the mound. Want to take this moment to shout out SB Street Eats and Baseline Liquors for being our vendors for all home games. SB Street Eats located just to the right of the press box here, Scott Carpenter. Baseline Liquors will be located to the left. Go to SB Street Eats for a variety of ballpark foods and for great service. Go to Baseline Liquors to fulfill your refreshment needs while at the ballpark. We appreciate them and their service and their loyalty to Collegians baseball all season long.
And batting shortstop number 8, Brady Miguel.
So Brady Miguel comes up, the left-handed hitter. He's playing in his natural shortstop position for this one. Runners on second and third. That's Carter Henninger and Theo Dopkins in scoring position. First pitch into Miguel is hit high and deep into right center field. This one will be caught by Dincola. Dopkins will run home and score. Henninger will advance to third. Upstill will stay where he's at, and that'll increase the Collegians' lead to 3-0.
Now batting third baseman number 22, Alec Ackerman.
With all the home runs that the Collegians have been hitting, whenever you see a deep ball like that, you you kind of have to get up and see if it's going to go all the way, because they've shown that they're very capable of sending these balls out. And there goes up still, slides down, and it's going to be home as the catcher Freer takes a look at third to make sure Henninger doesn't head home. But that puts runners on second and third base. Still 2 outs, 1-0 count. And this is Alec Ackerman up. And here's Henninger getting caught in a pickle here. Henninger, the pitcher, he's going to be out at third. And Henninger hasn't been on the base path much this season. Gets caught in a pickle and nearly gets back to third base safely, but 14ers just able to get the tag, and Collegians leave runners on second and third, not before they score 2 runs to extend their lead to 3-0. We'll be right back from Scott Carpenter Park. Quick turnaround as we head into the bottom half of the second inning. Carter Henninger remains on the mound. A few tweaks after that injury to Chase Mason. Lane Oliphant will move from first base to catcher, and Theo Dobkins will come in to play first, as this first pitch is an off-speed one from Carter for strike number 1. Batting right now is the left-handed first baseman Preston Cooper. Preston shoots this one near the 14ers dugout foul to bring up 0-2. Preston Cooper 1 for 2 in the past game. Got a 2 RBI single early in that one, as this third pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Had a 2 RBI single and a strikeout as well. Only 2 at-bats for him in that 5-inning first game this afternoon. Temperature starting to cool here on 30th and Arapahoe at Scott Carpenter Park, just at the base of the Flatirons. The 1-2 pitch bounces off the dirt for ball 2. A very hot day. There was some cloud cover, kind of helped cover the intensity of the sun, but still a very warm day all across Boulder and the entire Denver metro area. as 2-2. This one just high, and for being up 0-2 in the count, we have a 3-2 full count coming up for Preston Cooper. Three-two, and this one is high, and Henninger clearly upset with himself there as he walks the first batter in the bottom of the second. That puts Cooper on base and brings up the second baseman, Garrett Flanagan. Garrett Flanagan went 0 for 2 in the past game. He was the designated hitter in that last game. He's playing second base for this one. First pitch from Henninger is true into the zone, strike one. Oh, 1. This one catches the zone again. A great pitch there. 0-2. Same situation Henninger found himself in at the last at bat. We'll look to see if he can continue to pound the zone here. 0-2 pitch. Hip foul. A good crowd here at Scott Carpenter Park for battle between these two Boulder squads. Last minute scheduled game. This game was not on our original schedule, but we were able to make arrangements with the 14ers to set up this one as the 0-2 pitch from Henninger comes in, and this one sent foul once more. Collegians with a few games coming up here that were not originally on the schedule. They'll have a doubleheader on Monday against Batters Box. Times are still to be determined for that. It does look like those games will be down in the Littleton Lakewood area. Henninger on the 0-2. This one right into the zone, strike 3. Catches Flanagan looking for out number 1. They also will head down south to Pueblo, Colorado, to the Runyon Sports Complex to take on the Spradley Collegians on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. And then they'll be back Thursday and Friday with games against the Generals and Lumberjacks. As this first pitch to Freer is sent foul. Collegians also looking to set up a game with the NoCo Refnucks. Collegians beat the NoCo Refnucks in their first matchup with them, but are looking to get their second and third game as the 0-1 pitch comes in, and this one low and blocked by Oliphant, ball 1. But Collegians do have to get all their league games in before next Sunday, July 18th, as that's the day they'll head out to Fairbanks, Alaska, take on the Gold Panthers. This one is sent too short. Brady Miguel gets to it, is unable to get the force out at second. And Ari Freer gets himself a single to advance Cooper to second base.
Now batting third baseman number 14, Thomas Sabo.
That brings up number 14. This is the third baseman, Thomas Sabo. He came in late in the first game. Did not get an at-bat, though, so this is his first at-bat of the day. Runners on first and second, 1 out. As Carter Henninger steps off the mound for a moment. We'll have a word with his catcher, Lane Oliphant. Really amazing what the Collegians have been able to do these past few weeks in league play. Had a bit of a hard time last weekend playing an RMBL opponent. They played the Hayes Larks and hosted them for a 2-game series and dropped the first one 16-6 and then dropped a nail-biter 7-6 on Sunday. But are just on a tear right now in league play. Their last loss, I believe, was June 18th against Thunder Academy, as this pitch is in for strike 1. Only 2 losses on the year, and one of them coming to this 14er squad. So definitely felt good for the Collegians to get a win in the first of this doubleheader to get some redemption after that early June defeat. The 0-1 is coming in, and this one is a slow bouncer handled by Ackerman at third, thrown to Dopkins at first for the first force out, and that is 2 outs. That will advance Cooper to third, Freer to second.
Fielder number 18, Stefan Leo.
Although it looks like Freer will have Nate Dingus step in as his pinch runner. First pitch coming up from Henninger. This one, a slow bouncer, going to be controlled by Henninger. He's going to throw to Dopkins at first and gets the force out. Great play there from Henninger. He calls off the impending third baseman Ackerman and throws a dart to his fellow pitcher at first base, Theo Dopkins, to get out number 3 and prevent a run from scoring. So Collegians, another shutout inning to keep this 3-0 lead alive, as we'll be back with the bottom half of the second here from Boulder. Back in the top of the third as the right-handed hitter, Alec Ackerman, will lead off.
22, Alec Ackerman.
Ackerman, the third baseman for the Collegians. I apologize. I said we were going into the bottom half of the second. We're going into the top of the third. Sam Schomburg will stay on the mound for the 14ers as this first pitch is just high for ball 1. 1-0 pitch, as we said, Alec Ackerman with a home run already under his belt today. The 0-1 pitch comes in. This one, an off-speed one, is high for ball 2. Ackerman, another player, attending San Jose State University. 2-0 pitch. This one is sent down the middle. It's going to get to second base, and Flanagan unable to get that throw to first as Ackerman gets himself an infield hit to lead off.
Now batting second baseman number 13, John Gazdon.
John Gazdar coming up to the plate with a runner on. He is 0 for 1 on the day, got struck out in the first inning as this first pitch is right down the middle for strike 1. Gazdar out of Walnut Creek, California. This ball is hit foul near the parking lot once more and just misses hitting another car. As a quick 0-2 count is here for Gazdar, and the on-deck circle is Sean D. 0-2 pitch. This one high, ball 1. Quick throw to first, keeping Alec Ackerman honest there. The 1-2 bounces off the dirt. Brings up an even count. Off goes Ackerman, and this one is sent into deep center field. Dincola able to get under it. Ackerman running back to first. He slides, and he'll get there in time. He was already all the way to second. But able to get back. The throw from Dincola a little bit short. And so gave Ackerman some time to get back to first base. But a fly out to center for Gazdar, and that brings up 2 outs for Sean D.
Center fielder number 6, Sean D.
Sean D 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to left as this breaking ball is in for strike 1. Oh, 1. Broken bat here from Sean D. As he'll go back and like he'll take the bat of Lane Oliphant, who was in the on-deck circle. Now, Lane Oliphant did a similar thing on Wednesday, broke his bat, and then on the very next pitch hit a grand slam. So possibly some good luck there after a broken bat on that first pitch. 0-2. And this one is hit foul up behind near where we are in the press box. 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. This one is raked into deep right. That one's going to bounce. Ackerman's going to round second, and he will be into third safely. And so a nice single into right field from Sean D puts runners at the corners for Lane Oliphant.
And batting catcher number 25, Lane Oliphant.
Lane Oliphant with a single in the first inning. This pitch is low for ball 1. Collegians lead the 14ers 3-0 in this battle of 2 Mile High Collegiate Baseball League Boulder teams. Collegians at 11-2 in league play. As this one is raked into left field. Ackerman will go home and score. Sean D will advance to second. And another RBI from Lane Oliphant.
And batting right fielder number 9, A.J. Rucco.
Two runners on now. A.J. Rucco, the right-handed right fielder, comes up. 0 for 1 on the day. Had a fly out into deep center. The first pitch into him is true in the strike zone for strike 1. And it's very interesting here having the Collegians be the away team. This is the first time they've been in the first base dugout all season. They've normally been in the first base one, as that is the home one. So it's a little interesting. No walk-up songs for them today. None of their normal music they play in between innings and their sounds, and they don't have their regular bullpen that they can warm up in. So it's definitely a little bit of a home field advantage for the 14ers right now. This one is bounced in the dirt for ball 2. Collegians, though, not letting it get to them. Performing very well on both sides of the ball. 13-3 win earlier, now up 4-0. As Ruocco hits this one into shallow center. This one's going to drop. Runners will advance. And with one out, Oliphant and Shandi unsure if that was going to drop, so they wanted to make sure that they didn't have to return to their bags, but they advance safely to load up the bases. And
first baseman number 3, Theo Dopkin.
And that brings up for the first time this season, I feel like we're saying that a lot, but another pitcher, Theo Dopkins, comes up to the plate. He's playing first base in this one, and he'll have his first at-bat of the game. In the on-deck circle is Carter Henninger. Dopkins chops this one. This very heads-up play there from Thomas Sabo to get the force out at home. Shandi is out. Theo Dopkins will get on base, and the bases will remain loaded, but that does bring us to 2 outs as the pitcher Carter Henninger comes up to the plate.
Now batting pitcher number 20, Carter Henninger.
Carter Henninger walked on 4 pitches in his first at-bat as he finally sees a strike there. That one low into the zone on a breaking ball, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. This one outside, ball 1. We see the concern for Chase Mason in the chat. We don't have any update right now. We will look to get one very soon. Two one from Schomburg. Bases loaded. Henninger chops this one foul down the first base line. Henninger has a chance to make a big play here at the plate with bases loaded. He saw his pitching teammate Michael Potter go yard in the first game today, possibly give him some confidence to make a big play himself, but even count here, 2-2. And he rakes this one into deep center field. Going back is Dincola. He's going to get under it, and he catches that one at the warning track. So Henninger does a good job getting under it, but easy fly out and easy catch for Dincola. And so only 1 run scores as Collegians extend their lead to 4-0 as we head into the bottom half of the third. We'll be right back from Boulder. Quick turnaround as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Carter Henninger will remain on the mound after 2 shutout innings. We are back to the top of the order with Luca Dincola for the Boulder 49ers. This one is sent to short, handled by Miguel, thrown to first. That is Dopkins, and he gets the force out for out number 1.
Batting right fielder number 3, Jackson Woolwine.
That brings up Jackson Woolwine for the 14ers. He's the right fielder. Rounded to first back when Lane Oliphant was playing first, and then Lane Oliphant with an easy toss to Carter Henninger to get the force out at first. So he's 0 for 1 on the day as he gets contact on this one and sends it foul to bring up 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch is a slider that just misses for ball 1. As we said, Carter Henninger, probably one of the most powerful throwers on this Collegian squad, and has done a pretty good job of switching up his pitches, trying not to tire out his arm too much, especially with the parade of games that are coming up for the Collegians next week. They'll need all their pitchers healthy and feeling good, and so he's going to try and get as much production as he can while also resting that arm as he throws a fastball here, and this one is sent foul. That brings up a 2-2 count. Two, 1 out. Henninger gets the sign from Oliphant, throws this one in, and this one is low for ball 3, brings up a full count. Three, 2, and Henninger throws a hard pitch there and just hits the back of Woolwine as he'll take his base. Would have been ball 4 anyways, but Woolwine wincing in a little bit of pain as he goes to first base.
Shortstop number 15, Jake Miller.
And that puts a runner on with 1 out for Jake Miller, the shortstop. Jake Miller has the 1 of 2 hits on the day for the 14ers. He has a double that he got in the first inning. First pitch from Henninger is high and outside, ball 1. One-zero. This one, great pitch there. Sits at the bottom of the zone for strike 1. One count. Quick wind up. This one, low, ball 2. Two, 1 out. This one catches the top corner of the zone. Strike 2, even count. The 2-2. This one is hooked foul down the third base line. Woolwine will remain at first base for the 14ers. Still just 1 out, as in the on-deck circle is Landon Gaber, the designated hitter. 2-2 pitch. This one hit foul near the Collegians dugout. As Miller keeps this long at bat alive. Two. Henninger into his windup. Off goes Woolwine as this one is sent into deep left field, and that one's going to be out of here. 2-run jack from Jake Miller to tighten things up a little bit. 4-2. The Collegians' lead is cut down to. Jake Miller swinging the bat well today. Has 2 of the 3 hits for the 14ers. Had a double in the first inning and then a nice 2-run home run there.
Now batting designated hitter number 11, Landon Gaver.
As that one was just lined into left field. And there was no question about that one. And 14ers definitely needed that to try and stay in this game early. As a fastball from Henninger is in for strike 1. But we know the Collegians. We know that if they can keep the bats swinging, they'll extend this lead out to 10, 11 runs. And so you want to stay in this game, as that one's in for ball 1. If you want to stay in this game, you got to get some runs up early. And 14ers did just that. Jake Miller coming up with some much-needed production there. As a nice pitch there from Henninger gets Landon Gaber, the designated hitter, swinging for strike 2. The 1-2. That one's hit foul. One-two pitch. Henninger, quick windup. This one low and into the zone. Strike 3, catches Gaber looking. And a much-needed strikeout there for Carter Henninger to help him get back on track. Good response there from the California native as Preston Cooper, the first baseman, comes up to the plate. Preston Cooper walked in his first at-bat as breaking ball is in for strike 1. Henninger likes to mix it up. If he has some trouble finding the strike zone, he can just go back to reliable, his very accurate fastball, and then that kind of helps him get back on track as this 0-1 pitch is in, and that one swung on, miss, strike 2. Henninger telling us that he was clocked in at 95 about 6 months ago. So that would make him by far the fastest or the hardest thrower on this Collegians team. And you believe it watching these pitches, especially live, as the 0-2 pitch comes in and swing and a miss. Strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts from Henninger, retires the side, and will bring us to the top of the 4th inning as a two-run Jake Miller home run gets the 14ers back into striking distance. They're now down just 4-2 and have a little bit of momentum as a new pitcher will come on to the mound. This is number 8, Tony Suss, who's a right-handed pitcher. He'll come on for the 14ers as we head into the top of the 4th. We'll be right back from Boulder. Top of the fourth for the Collegians as they will go up to bat against a new pitcher, right-handed hurler. Tony Suss comes to the plate. Tony Suss from Englewood, Colorado, goes to Augustana University in Illinois. Went to Grandview High School as the 1-0 pitch is into Nick Upstill, and he chops this one foul near the Collegians dugout for a 1-1 count. Nick Upstill 0 for 1 on the day, or I should say for the game. Flew out to center field and walked in his second at-bat. As the 1-1 pitch comes in from Suss, and this one low catches Upstill swinging 1-2. One, two. This one hit hard to first base, fielded well from Preston Cooper, and he will touch the bag for out number 1.
Batting shortstop number 8, Brady Miguel.
Brings up Brady Miguel. Brady Miguel with an RBI in his last at bat, a sacrifice fly into the outfield. As he's 1 for 2 on the day, had a single in the first inning. Also had a home run in the first game today as he sends this one down into deep left field. This one drops at the warning track. He's going to go 2 and easily get there. And so the first pitch he sees from Tony Suss, he sends it into deep left field and gets a runner into scoring position for the Collegians as Alec Ackerman comes up to the plate.
Now batting third baseman number 22, Alec Ackerman.
Ackerman 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles. First pitch from Suss. Breaking ball, swing and miss from Ackerman brings up 0-1. Ackerman currently plays at San Jose State University. Took redshirt in his last year, so has some eligibility left. Before that, played at College of San Mateo in California as he swings and misses on this fastball, strike 2. And then prior to that, went to Chaparral High School here in Colorado, down south in Parker. The 0-2. This one catches Ackerman in the head. Luckily, he had the helmet and it blocked it. But that one hits Ackerman hard in the head, and he's a little shaken up walking to first. Gonna get checked out by Dr. Mike there. But he gets hit hard there. He'll take his base. And Dr. Mike doing some work, some concussion protocol to make sure that Ackerman is all set to go. But that scary plays there. Luckily, that one able to caught the left side of the helmet near his ear and did not catch any part of his face that is not covered by anything. Ackerman goes to the protocol, seems fine.
Second baseman number 13, John Gazda.
He'll take his base, put runners on first and second for John Gazdar, who's looking to get on base for the first time in this one. In the on-deck circle is Sean D. Gazdar makes some contact with this one, but sends it foul. 0-1. The 0-1 from Sess. This one low, ball one. One. Fastball outside, ball two. Ball three. Off goes Miguel as that one is thrown in for ball four. Runners will advance anyways, and that will load up the bases for Sean D to come up. Still only one out.
Center fielder number 6, John D.
So Gazdar gets on base for the first time, and Sean D has an opportunity to bring in some more runs as he had an RBI in the first game. First pitch from Suss, low. Blocked from Freer.
Not my word.
Swing and a miss there from D. Still 4-2 Collegians. Collegians got off to a hot 4-0 start, and then Jake Miller of the Boulder 14ers sent a 2-run bomb in deep into left field to tighten this thing up at 4-2. This breaking ball is in, strike two. In the on-deck circle is Lane Oliphant. One, two. This one outside evens it at 2-2. Two. This one called strike three, I believe, but Miguel will score after Freer sends it to third, and it's unable to be handled there. So Miguel gets a run there to help the Collegians go up 5-2. Ackerman and Gazdar will advance to second and third. Sean D out on a strikeout. And that brings up 2 outs with runners on second and third. First pitch to Oliphant is sent back. 0-1. AJ Rucco on deck with Theo Dopkins in the hole. Oh, 1 pitch. This one low and goes to the left of Freer. Ackerman will slide home and score to tack on a 6th run for the Collegians. Gazdar will advance to third. That one goes out for ball 1. The Legions go up 6-2. One and one runner on third. That is John Gazdar. Lane Oliphant looking for second RBI of the game as he pops this one up into deep short. And Jake Miller will handle that one to retire the side. But 2 runs do score for the Collegians to move their lead back out to 4 runs as they lead 6-2. We'll be right back from Boulder. Back bottom of the 4th, Carter Henninger staying on the mound for the Boulder Collegians as his first pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Leading off for the 14ers is number 1, Garrett Flanagan. He's the second baseman, 0 for 1 on the day after he was struck out by Henninger earlier. And Oliphant wants to have a quick word with his pitcher. Second pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. As the 1-1 comes in, swing and a miss, strike 2. Little reset there from Henninger and a few quality pitches as he gets himself up in the count 1-2. Hard thrown pitch here goes low for ball 2. Two-two. This one chopped to second, handled by Gazdar, thrown to Dopkins at first, out number 1.
Batting catcher number 12, Ari Fear.
Ari Fear comes up to the plate for the Boulder 14ers. His second at-bat of the day. He had a single on his first time up. Ari Fear from Denver, Colorado, went to Colorado Academy. Before going to Mesa Community College, he went to Swarthmore College. As he sends this one into shallow right, Ruocco on the run, grabs it for out number 2. Sun almost completely set here in Boulder as the lights are shining in game 2 of this doubleheader between the Boulder 14ers and the Boulder Collegians. Henninger getting set into his windup. Swing and a miss there. Breaking ball, strike 1. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Mixing it up with some curveballs, or some breaking balls, excuse me. And he finds him, and Henninger finds himself up 0-2 now. 0-2 pitch is raked into shallow left. It will drop as Up still handles that one. And Thomas Sabo will get a single for himself.
Now batting left fielder number 18, Stefan Leo.
Fastball in, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. This one goes past. Sabo will advance to second with ease. That puts a runner in scoring position. Still 2 outs. As this is Stefan Leo up to the plate. Stefan Leo out of Golden, Colorado. Also attends Northeastern Junior College up in Sterling. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 2. And Henninger able to get a lot of batters swinging, especially in this inning. As he's able to switch it up and really throw the batters off, not knowing what pitch to expect. Batter takes time as Henninger stays in his position. He was ready to go. That one low for ball 2. Still 2 outs. Runner on second. That's Thomas Sabo. Two from Henninger. Dots the edge of the zone. Strike 3. And that will send Leo back to the dugout. As Henninger pitches another shutout inning as we head into the top of the 5th inning. We'll be right back from Boulder. Into the top of the fifth we go as Tony Suss prepares to pitch against AJ Rucco, who gets some contact on this one and sends it deep into right field. This one able to be handled easily from Jackson Woolwine for out number 1.
Now then, first baseman number 3, Theo Dobkin.
Here comes up Theo Dobkins. For his second at-bat, he did get an infield single in his first at-bat. Similar grounder to that one as he grounds out there for out number 2. So quick 2 outs. Tony Suss doing a good job retiring 2 as he gets set for the pitcher Carter Henninger.
Now batting pitcher number 20, Carter Henninger.
Henninger 0 for 1 on the day, walked in his first at bat, and then had a deep fly out to Luca Dincola out in center field. His first pitch is high for ball 1. One 0. Check swing there, doesn't look like he went all the way. Well, first base ump calls it, strike 1. The 1-1. This one catches the bottom of the zone for strike 2. Tony Suss just 1 pitch away from pitching a 1-2-3 inning. And the last thing the 14ers need is for some more runs to be scored. So this is exactly what Suss was looking to do on the mound as he gets set for the 1-2. This one outside, even things up at 2-2. Suss into his windup. Henninger hits this one to second base, and they throw it to first for the force out. And that is out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for the 14ers. Tony Suss does a good job on the bump for them. And he retires 3 in a row as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 6-2 Collegians. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Collegians up 6-2 as we're back to the top of the order for the 14ers with the center fielder Luca Dincola set to come up to the plate. Carter Henninger remains on the mound for his 5th inning on the bump, as his first pitch is a fastball right into the zone for strike 1. Off-speed pitch here, can't catch the zone, ball 1. One pitch coming up. This one off the dirt, ball 2. A lot of innings pitched. This is his 14th inning pitched in the last 7 days. He's done a great job so far. 2 runs given up on that 2-run shot from Jake Miller in the 3rd inning, but other than that, has pitched very well today as the 2-1 comes up and a fastball catches the edge of the zone for strike 2. Two. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And there goes Henninger back to that fastball, and he puts Dincola away for another strikeout and out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Number 3, Jackson Woolwine.
That brings up Jackson Woolwine, 0 for 1 on the day, got a walk in his previous at-bat. As Henninger pitches to him for the 3rd time, he sends this one foul, 0 for 1, 0 and 1. Fastball, he pounds the zone there, strike 2. We prepare for the 0-2 pitch. Into his windup goes Henninger. That one is low. Woolwine doesn't quite go. Ball 1. The 1-2. Tipped foul. The 1-2. This one is sent into shallow right. It's going to drop. Woolwine gets himself a single. That's his first time. That's his first hit of the day, as it looks like he almost got caught off the bag. Dobkins almost gets the tag there, but he stays on first.
Shortstop number 15, Jake Miller.
With Jake Miller coming up to the plate. And Jake Miller, we know, responsible for the 2 runs batted in today, a 2-run homer in the 3rd inning. A ball that was smacked into left field with no question. As Henninger gets prepared to pitch to him. Quick throw back to Dobkins. That one bounces away. Woolwine looks like he's going to advance to second. Gazdar handles the ball. And 14ers will get a runner in scoring position. Breaking ball in, drops into the zone, strike 1. 0-1. Another breaking ball catches the top corner of the zone. And some confidence brewing here for Henninger as he gets set for this 0-2 to Jake Miller. Oh, 2 pitch. This one goes high, ball 1. One and 2, and Woolwine gets caught in a bit of a pickle. He tries to go to third before Henninger even throws the pitch. He catches him off guard, throws to Ackerman. Ackerman gets the tag on the base path for out number 2. Still a 1-2 count, though, for Jake Miller. But that takes a runner out of scoring position, so pretty big there as a very talented hitter comes up to the plate with a runner on, and then that runner gets tagged out. So the 1-2. This one goes high again, 2-2. The 2-2. This one inside, called ball 3. So we have a full count. Big pitch coming up here from Henninger. Going to try and retire the side and go into the 6th inning. And he does. Strike 3. And he waves him goodbye. And Henninger, with a great inning, was able to be aware of that base runner on second and throw him out. And then strikes out Jake Miller, who just hit a 2-run homer off him, so he gets a little redemption there. So great 5th inning from him and the rest of the defense from the Collegians as we head into the top of the 6th inning with Collegians up 6-2 over the 14ers. We'll be right back from Boulder. Tony Suss remains on the mound. He's going to look to have another quick, successful inning like he did in the 5th as he pitches to Nick Upstill, who leads off at the top of the order. That first pitch is in for ball 1. One-0. Upstill gets on the end of this one. This one hit to Jake Miller at short. He throws to Cooper at first for out number 1.
And batting shortstop number 8, Brady Miguel.
That brings up Brady Miguel. left-handed hitter who is currently 2 for 3 on the day, but one time he didn't get on base was a sac fly RBI, so having himself a solid game hitting-wise as that first pitch is outside for ball 1. And Brady Miguel out of Hollister, California to Casa Grande High School. This pitch is low and called for strike 1. Attends California State, Monterey Bay. One of a few players on this team from there. As the 1-1 pitch comes through, and this one goes behind the back of Miguel and will be called for ball 2. Two 1 pitch, chopped foul. 2-2. In the on-deck circle is Alec Ackerman. This one outside brings up a full count. Three and 2, and Collegians doing a good job holding on to this lead. Henninger's done well on the mound, but Suss has done well on the mound. But a great hit here from Miguel. He hits this one into the gap at second base, and we'll get a base hit.
Third baseman number 22, Alec Ackerman.
And Ackerman comes up to the plate, 2 for 2 on the day, but scary moment on his last at-bat when he was hit in the helmet near the left temple. As this ball to first goes past Miguel, will use some of his speed to go to second. That puts a runner in scoring position, 1 out. And this is one thing that the Collegians are so good at. If anyone on this Collegians team gets a single, they are a threat to get to second by either stealing a base, by a pass ball. And that's a lot of the time how they get their runners in scoring position. But they're keeping the foot on the pedal here. And even though they're up 6-2, they're not complacent. They're still attack-minded. And here goes Ackerman getting hit once more. And he grimaces a little bit there as he walks to first and takes his base. And so that's got to be frustrating for Alec Ackerman. I mean, he's a guy who loves to see balls he can hit, and it's definitely probably painful, especially with the scary hit to the head in the last inning. And then with that one, not as severe of contact to his left arm, but still definitely tough to take that. But Ackerman and Miguel go. Miguel is called safe at third. Ackerman's going to stand up clean at second, and that puts 2 runners in scoring position with Gazdar up to the plate. Gazdar 0 for 2 on the day, walked on his last at-bat. Going to look to get something home here and just keep extending this Collegians lead. 1-0, this one catches bottom of the zone. Great pitch from Suss. 1-1. This one is sent into shallow center. If it's caught, surely Miguel will tag up. He goes. Ooh, Dincola looks to get that ball all the way home, and Ackerman slides into third. as another run is batted in. A nice sac fly there from John Gazdar. Gets the 7th run home for the Collegians.
Center fielder number 6, John D.
Two outs. Sean D up to the plate. Sean D 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles. As this first pitch is high, ball 1. One 0 with Ackerman on third. That second pitch to D is called strike. One from Suss. This one way inside, and it's going to go past Ackerman's. Going to look to go home. He will be safe, and that will score the 8th run. And as we stated before, I mean, you cannot slip up once, whether it's a wild pitch, whether it's a pass ball to first base or second base. These Collegians on the base path will punish you, and they did so right there as Alec Ackerman came home for run number 8. This one dots the edge of the zone on Sean D for strike 2. No runners on, 2 outs, 2-2 count, top of the 6th. With Lane Oliphant in the on-deck circle. 2-2 in, strike 3, catches D swinging. And that will retire the side, but 2 more runs score for the Collegians. And that extends their lead to 6 runs, 8-2, as we head into the bottom half of the 6th. We'll be right back from Boulder. Bottom of the 6th we go. Quick turnaround from the top of the inning as a new pitcher comes on. It's the southpaw submarine thrower, Luke Lubker, out of Regis University. Luke Lubker, native of Castro Valley, California, went to Redwood Christian High School. As the second pitch from him is in for ball 2. Leading off is Landon Gaber, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out to right and a strikeout. Lubker looking to continue the pitching dominance in these past 2 games, as that one goes low for ball 3.
I'm gonna go back.
3-0. This one into the zone, strike 1. 8-2. Collegians with a comfortable lead here, but do not want to give up any runs here, as leadoff walk is given to number 11, Landon Gaber, to put 1 runner on.
Preston Cooper.
Exhausted. I couldn't catch my breath. You're gonna hear me like for 30 minutes in that video. It's just
That's how most of them.
I had to run all the way on the
Preston Cooper, the first baseman, slices this one foul, 0-1.
Yeah. Oh, did you get that on video? That's some funny shit.
Apparently.
0-1.
Really?
He was like, don't post.
Nice pitch in there from Lubker. Strike 2.
The error was on.
0-2 pitch coming up. Landon Gaber on first base for the 14ers. Lubker. One slides outside for ball 1.
Play first.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Lubker's first strikeout of the game. And that's the first out of the bottom of the 6th.
Second baseman, number 1, Garrett Flanagan.
1. This one is sent foul, 1. This one is chopped to second. Gazdar turns 1. Miguel doesn't go to first. They do get the force out at second. That one retires Landon Gaber.
When I'm not should be
And batting catcher, number 12, Ari Springer.
saying here.
2 outs. That one is sent foul.
Anything out of shape in there.
1 runner on. That is Garrett Flanagan, who got the single there that ultimately got his teammate Landon Gaber out at second. Strike.
What are you talking about?
1 strike here from Lubker as he pitches to Ari Freer. Ari Freer gets under this one. This one's sent into shallow center. He fumbles it, throws to second. Freer will stay at first, and Flanagan will advance to third, and that will put runners on the corners.
Now batting third baseman, number 14, Thomas Sabo.
Here pitches this one, and this one's sent into deep right center field. Flanagan's going to score. Going home is Rodriguez, who is tagged out at home. That is Lane Oliphant on the tag. And what a throw there home to get out number 3. Only 1 run scores. That's Nate Dings, who comes in as a pinch runner, and he is tagged by Oliphant. And the 14ers are not happy about that. They believe he got there safely. And so the manager of the 14ers having a word with the umpire. 1 run scores. Dingus tries to come all the way from first base home. And it looks like the call is going to stand at home plate as we head into the top of the 7th. New pitcher looks like they're going to come onto the mound. This looks like this is number 19, Isaac Parks. And we'll be right back from Boulder as the 14ers tack on 1 run to cut into the Collegians' lead. That makes it 8-3. To the top of the 7th we go with Lane Oliphant to lead off for the Collegians. First pitch in from the new pitcher. This is Isaac Parks on the mound. As Oliphant slices this one. And that one goes foul. Third pitch in from Parks. This one high. Brings up 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Parks throws in another fastball that's high, 3-1. Three one pitch. This one swing and a miss from Oliphant. That brings up a full count. Three two. Hit foul. Oliphant keeps the at bat alive. 3-2. Oliphant from Reno, Nevada. Attended Reno High School and currently goes to the University of San Francisco. 3-2. He slices this one down the left field line. Round first and look to go 2. The throw to second is in time. And a great throw from the left fielder, Stefan Leo. And they get the tag out after what looked like was surely going to be a double. Turns into an out at second base. And that brings us to 1 out here in the top of the 7th with AJ Rucco coming up to the plate. Warming up in the makeshift bullpen out in right field is Lucas Quezada, the closer for the Collegians. As Rucco swings and misses on this one, strike 1. In the on-deck circle is Theo Dobkins. 0-2 pitch from Parks coming up. This one way high, almost catches the head of Rucco, called ball 1. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Great pitch there from Parks. And that brings us to 2 outs.
First baseman number 3, Theo Dobkin.
That brings up the right-handed hitter, Theo Dobkins, who's playing first base today. Theo Dobkins, member of the pitching crew here for the Collegians. Came in at first base after earlier in the game, Chase Mason was injured, sliding in third. Still no update on how he's doing. We'll get an update as soon as we can. The 1-0 pitch from Parks coming in. This one dots the edge of the zone, strike 1. But Dobkins comes in as another pitcher getting some swings as Lubker comes up in the on-deck circle, preparing for his first bat of the season. The 1-1 to Theo Dobkins is sent foul. Brings up the 1-2. So the pitchers that have bat today, Ian Isdale batted in the first game. Michael Potter as well. In the second game here, Carter Henninger with 3 at-bats. And Theo Dobkins with 3 himself, too. This is his third. As on the 1-2, this one's high and outside for ball 2. And now Lubker would get his first at-bat. So short-staffed crew for the Collegians, leading to no designated hitter in their bat, National League style, letting their pitchers hit as the 2-2 comes in. And this one is hit foul behind the Collegians dugout. 2-2 from Parks. That one is high and brings up a full count. (3-2). Dobkins swings on this one into shallow right. Woolwine calls off the second baseman, Garrett Flanagan, there and gets the out for out number 3. So nothing there for the Collegians, but we head into the bottom half of the 7th. We'll see if the 14ers can rally. But Collegians up 5 runs, 8-3, going into the final inning of play. We'll be right back from Boulder. Luke Lubker remains on the mound to try and close this one out for the Collegians in the second game of this doubleheader. He pitches to the pinch hitter coming in, batting for Stefan Leo. This is Collins Poole. As the first pitch in there from Lubker is in for strike 1. Second pitch, outside, ball 1. This pitch high and outside, ball 2. Lubker looking to get the save here and send the Collegians home with another win under their belt in league play as the 2-1 pitch comes up and swing and a miss, strike 2. Two pitch, this one chopped foul. The 2-2 from Lubker. This one looks like it caught the top of the zone, but ump not buying it, calls ball 3. Three, 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout from Lubker. 1 down, 2 to go.
And batting center fielder number 10, Luca Dincola.
And Luca Dincola comes back up. He's 0 for 3 on the day. He's going to look to get something going. Maybe get a little momentum going for the 14ers here in the bottom of the 7th. Lubker pitching again. This ball into the strike zone. Strike 1. And Lubker with that submarine style throw is just so accurate and good with it. Very unique style, but especially as a left-handed thrower, able to do it, can throw a lot of batters off as that second ball is in for ball 1. The 1-1. This one inside, just misses the zone, ball 2. Two, 1 pitch, this one low and outside, ball 3. Lubker going to look to find the strike zone again after a very nice strikeout against the talented hitter Collins Poole. 3-1. This one tipped foul and brings up a full count. Three, 2. Right into the zone, strike 3. And Dincola can just look, and he walks to the dugout as 2 down, 1 to go. And Lubker putting on a show here in the final inning of play. Back-to-back strikeouts as he prepares to pitch against the right fielder, Jackson Woolwine. Jackson Woolwine 1 for 2 on the day. A base hit earlier as this one is popped up in the infield. Brady Miguel calls off Gazdar and catches that one to retire the side and end this one. And a great pitching performance there from Lubker
Boulder Collegians 8.
to get the save here and ensure victory for the Collegians over their city rivals, the Boulder 14ers. And that ensures that they will also win the season series against them, as the 14ers took the first game in early June, and now today, 2 wins in this doubleheader for the Collegians. And they just continue to push themselves further into first place, that they now, I believe, are 12-2 and are well into first place in the Mile High Collegiate Baseball League. And just a few more games left. Our next game will be Monday night. We'll have a pair of games against Batters Box. Not sure if we'll be able to stream yet. Need to see what the facility is going to be like there. But our next live stream will either be that day or next Thursday, as we have a game here at Scott Carpenter Park. We'll have streams for you guys Thursday and Friday. We also will have a game Tuesday night at Spradley. Slight chance we'll be able to stream there, but unlikely. We will keep you updated. Stay posted on Facebook and Twitter for all those updates. But overall, great game here. Great pair of games from the Collegians. Bats were swinging well, pitching was fantastic. And Collegians just continue to roll in Mile High Collegiate Baseball League play. They take the second of the doubleheader 8-3 after winning the first game 13-3. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We want to thank all of our sponsors, SB Street Eats, Baseline Liquors, Holiday Inn, Home Run Heating and Air. Thank you guys so much for supporting the Collegians all season long and for making this season possible. We want you guys to have a safe night and have a good one. Thank you.